Barrel rolls is the reporter thrown into the secretive world of the Forex Super Model, where nothing is as it seems. Beware the techno-monk, and steer clear of Professor Code and his two assistants. Give the senior trader a wide berth, and don't expect any sense from the risk manager.
Good morning, I'm Professor Code and this is the Forex Super Model daily briefing for Monday the 14th of December 2020. The time is 0500 GMT, Asian session coming to a close, our European session just kicking off, and the US session is our lunchtime. So let's have a look at what happened on Friday, which was the last trading day of last week and the last complete trading day. So this is Friday the 11th, Friday the 11th of the 12th, and we had pound and euro on the negative, and dollar and yen on the positive. We had plus 170 for the yen, plus 66 for the dollar, minus 42 for the euro, and minus 194 for the pound. So we had a negative driver which was opposed in the pound, opposed by the euro, which was the negative rock, positive mover in the dollar, and a positive secondary driver in the yen, and that was on activity of plus or minus 236. Right, so that was the flows for the Friday. We're now going to look at the intra-week flows, or the flow, not the intra-week, the actual weekly flows from last week. So let's stick those in then. So we had the pound on the negative, the euro, dollar, yen on the positive, euro, dollar, yen on the positive, yen was plus 228, dollar was plus 160, and the euro was plus 75, and the pound was minus 463. So this was Monday the 7th of the 12th to Friday the 11th of the 12th close. Right, so we've got a negative unopposed driver in the pound, positive rock in the euro, positive mover in the dollar, and positive secondary driver in the yen. And that was on activity of plus or minus 463. So that was activity plus or minus 463. Right, so all we've got to look at now is the intraday flows, which has happened so far today. So we've got this is Monday today, the 14th. The open to about 20 minutes ago. So we've got the pound again on the negative, euro, dollar, yen on the positive, plus 55 on the yen, minus 41 on the dollar, plus 14 on the euro, and minus 110 on the pound, and that's on activity of plus or minus 110. So we've got a negative unopposed driver in the pound again, and we've got a positive rock in the euro, positive mover in the dollar, and a positive secondary driver in the yen. Right, so let's make some sense of that then. So the common theme then has been the pound being weak, obviously. Friday it was the opposed negative driver, with flows predominantly going into the yen and secondly into the dollar. Over the whole week, last week, we had the pound as the unopposed negative driver, with flows predominantly going into the yen, then the dollar, and then the euro. And so far today, we've had a similar situation. We've had the pound as the unopposed negative driver again, with flows going predominantly into the yen, the dollar, and the euro. So that's been the general pattern. Obviously, interestingly, from Friday, if you do the analysis from Friday on the pound complex, which is euro pound, pound dollar, pound yen, from the Friday lows, the pound complex has come up nearly 500 points. So that the modelling doesn't necessarily indicate that we've had a big thump up in the pound off the back of this Brexit extension, which we'll talk about in a minute. But nevertheless, on balance, the pound is weak, and that's the situation. So let's make some sense of it, and let's decide what we're gonna have a look at today. And obviously, as an organisation, we're still heavily long the pound, and our positions have massively improved over the weekend. Now, right. So what we think is going to happen then? So notice that what's going to knock the data around today? We've got today we've got a very light day today, which is interesting. So quite often Monday can be a light day today, but this is particularly light, and given the overall structure, that's interesting, because somebody may well have a go at the FX pairs today, something to look out for. And you've got Wednesday you've got the Fed rates decision, and on Thursday you've got the pound rates decision as well. So towards the back end of the week, we've got two hefty events, and then next week we've really, just as we run into the Christmas period proper, we've got tier 1 US events. So that's just sort of frames it in for you. But today we've got this window of low or practically no significant data. Now, bearing in mind that the pound has had this Brexit issue, and it really got mashed down. It's been thumped back up from the Friday lows, but it's starting to show weakness again. We believe that this is going to be a return to pound weakness. So we think the pound complex is on the way down. Now, if you look at equities, we think equities are going to have their day in the sun this week as we run into the Fed. So we think that equities are going to, so the yen, which has got a strong equity transmission, we think that we're going to get weakness in the yen. Now, if you've got flows out of the pound complex and out of the yen complex via the equity transmission, then you're left with the dollar and the euro for them to go into, potentially. Now, given the way the dollar's positioned, we think we're going to get dollar strength. So we're going to get dollar strength, and the euro is likely to get secondary strength off the back of backdoor flows. So the euro is going to be a neutral to an up. So where does that leave us today? The best place to have a go today, in our opinion, is in the dollar yen. So you're going to get an equity pump down on the yen, and you're going to get rising flows into the dollar as we move towards Wednesday evening as the Fed. So you're going to get a long situation should pay dividends on the dollar yen. So that's our opinion for today. Thank you for watching.